Yo, welcome back to my channel and possibly to one of the most exciting videos of the year. I know I say this all the time, God, I can't even stop smiling. It's no secret that I love Christmas. I am Christmas in human form. I am Buddy the Elf. I just love it. I know a lot of people don't love Christmas, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't love Christmas Day, but the actual lead up to Christmas, like this time of year when I'm filming this, it's late November and London starts to get little vignettes of Christmas popping up and the weather has dropped. It's so cold outside and I don't know, I just love this time of year so much. The lead up to it, seeing family, Christmas plans, dinners, it's just, I just adore it, and I know it's such a privilege to be able to say that. So yeah, today is a very exciting day because we are putting up our kitchen tree. We are one of those households that have two trees. We have the big main living room tree that we get, which is real, so we have to wait a couple more weeks to get that. But the kitchen tree is very much being decorated today. And this tree we actually bought in 2020. So when Zara and I lived in our previous flat, it was a really thin hallway tree and it was perfect for that space. But then when we moved into this home, we were like, where are we going to put this secondary tree? Because our hallway is really narrow. So we're like, why don't we put it in the kitchen? So we're going to be decorating the Christmas tree. Zara's actually currently in town with her partner. They're doing some Christmas shopping. So I am pottering around the house, doing some cleaning, just doing some laundry. If you can hear the washer, that's what that is. So yeah, I feel like I just need to do some tinkering. I call it tinkering and pottering. So I just made myself a big smoothie. Maggie is fast asleep upstairs in my bed. She is very much not looking forward to going out. She's very much hibernating at the moment because it's so cold and it's actually raining today. So she's like, yeah, leave me in bed. So I am doing so. I've been up in the loft this morning and got everything down. So I'm going to pop it in position, and I thought it'd be really nice to decorate it when Zara and her partner are back, so we can just kind of all enjoy their space together. And I'm going to do some like little festive nibbly bits as well. I'm also doing a photo shoot today too. Because we have some dining chairs arriving as well. So yeah, I've recently changed up the dining table, which I'll show you in a bit as well. I'll explain the whole process. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a very nice vlog, and I hope you enjoy it too, and I hope you're all doing well. So I've just moved Maggie's toy box. Always creates so much more space, and I'm going to pop her bed in the living room. We keep it here because it's nice to be next to the radiator, but I'll be moving it back. And a couple of you said as well, Maggie's bed looks quite small for her. She loves this bed. It's a really nice squidgy one, and because she's a lab, she kind of like curls herself up into like a little ball and tucks her nose in that corner, and she loves it. So she stretches out on the sofa, but when she wants her bed, like this is quite comforting for her. So yeah, she really enjoys it. But before we do get into the Christmas decorating, I want to say a huge thank you to today's video sponsor, which is Amazon Influencer Program. I'm part of the Amazon Influencer Program, and if you don't know what it is, and you do currently create content online, whether that be on YouTube or on other social media platforms, then this really might be of interest and use to you. Now, I already order so much from Amazon in our home, and I'm going to show you a couple of bits that I have ordered from Amazon that I regularly feature in my videos. And I often get asked by a lot of you guys at home for links. So anything that I feature in my videos will be on my Amazon storefront, which is a place where you can pop all of your items that you've either purchased, or you can create wish lists and ideas guides for things that you think could be really good for upcoming events such as Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, garden projects, renovation projects. Everything can be popped on your Amazon storefront when you are a creator. It's a great way as well to diversify your income as a creator. You have multiple revenue sources that come into you. So if you are watching this, or you are already an existing creator and want to look at new ways to bring income in, the Amazon Influencer Program might be a great way for you to do that. The Amazon Influencer Program is great because there's tools and reports that you can use so you can track your income, see what's being clicked on, see what's selling, seeing what your audience are interested in. So here we are, this is my Amazon storefront, and I've got things down here like my gardening tools, my home purchases, my kitchen essentials. So things on here like my knife block, which you see on my wall. I really love that. We've also got things like my coffee brewing equipment here, which is conveniently stored on top of my coffee machine. Even things like my glassware, which I have on my shelf here. I also got this coffee machine off of Amazon along with my kettle and my toaster and my stand mixer. There's going to be a link in the description box that you can click on if you are a content creator and want to learn more about the Amazon Influencer Program. So thank you so much to Amazon Influencer Program for sponsoring this segment of the video, and everything will be linked in the description box below. Okay, so this is the new dining room setup, and I am so pleased with it. The chairs are temporary. Obviously, you might recognize those chairs. They are from the previous dining table. But yeah, this is it. So I'm so pleased with it. I feel like it's so much more our style. And don't get me wrong, the table that we had before was perfect. We kind of ordered it on a panic because, well, we struggled massively. If you've followed this channel for a while, and we're talking back 2022, I want to say. Yeah, 2022, or maybe the start of 2023, I can't quite remember. But I found the most amazing farmhouse style vintage dining table on Facebook Marketplace. Went to collect it from a lovely family home in Wimbledon, and because we lived in a 1930s flat before, the doorways were wider, so we got it up, but we were on a second floor flat and we didn't have a lift. So it was me and Zara carrying this dining table up. I'll see if I can pop a photo on screen. I loved that dining table so much. However, when we bought this house, I had a bit of a moment where I thought that dining table is not going to fit through our hallway because the doorway is so narrow and the legs didn't come off. So I measured the legs, we came for a second viewing, and I was correct, it wouldn't have been able to fit through. So we had a bit of a panic because we left that dining table for the new tenant in our old flat. This is 2 years ago now. Really weird, so strange. I actually went online just to see, because apparently that flat block is now up for sale. So a lot of the tenants had moved out, and our old flat is literally on the market, which is crazy. And the dining table was still in there, and the wall colours that we put on the wall as well. So it's nice to know that the tenants who moved in liked it, or at least maybe they just, you know, didn't want to replace it because they were in a rental. Whatever was the reason, it's still there. But yeah, like I say, it wouldn't have fit in this space. And to be honest, our interior taste has changed a little bit since then. I feel like that was quite period and farmhousey, and maybe in this living space that has a little bit more of contemporary elements like our tiles, and I still love traditional design, but I feel like it might not have fit perfectly. I don't know, it could have, maybe, who knows. But yeah, this dining table I feel like is a mix of both. So it's got a really lovely dark wood oak tone to it, some nice grain on there too, and I love the curves. It's something that I really enjoyed of our previous dining table, but like I say, we did order that in a bit of a panic. But the benches weren't the most stable, so you had to sit in the middle of the benches, otherwise they tipped. My mum, bless her heart, when she sat down, I said, "Mum, please be careful with the benches, because if you lean on one side, they do tip." And she tipped and fell, and the table went, and the bench went, and she went, and it was, yeah, they weren't very safe for a big group. Fine for two, you know, one on either side. However, this is so much more practical because it's a wider, well, it's a longer table, but it's the same width, so it fits the space beautifully. I do feel like we may need to get a new rug, just because I think it is a tad small. I think, in fact, we're definitely going to need a new rug, even looking at it now. We aren't going to put chairs on the end, so that's going to stay nice and clear as a walkway. Sorry, that's just the laundry basket. I've got a wash on over there. So yeah, it's definitely a purchase for another day, but for now, maybe like a nice lighter rug could look cool. Something that's a little bit more bright, just so it's not brown on brown on brown. So yeah, I really love it. And then in the middle, I've just got a little styling moment of some pieces. The tray is actually from Pottery Barn, and I love it. It's so nice. And then we've got a little rechargeable lamp, and I've got my autumn orchard candle just burning. That's what I got in Vermont in the apple cider mill. Just some coasters, and then this is the little box that I picked up from Sainsbury's, and it's just got some lighters in there for when we light the candle, which I just think is so nice. That was only £7 as well, which is fab. Really happy with this. Obviously, we are going to get some new dining chairs, which are arriving today, hopefully between 1 and 3 o'clock, which is in half an hour, so I'll show you them when they arrive. The dining table and benches actually went to my friend Jordan and Joy, who live local. It's just them and their little dog Harley, and they've always been really complimentary about the setup in here, and I messaged them and said, would you like the dining table and benches, because they weren't really keen on their dining table, and I think it looks fabulous in their home. So it's nice that it's gone to a friend, and my nanny used to say to me, you never miss what a friend has. And I think that's, or maybe it was you never miss what a friend gets. Something like that, but it's essentially, I just love finding friends and family that you can give pieces to. I just think it's so nice to see them in a new space and continue their life, because we spent so much time around that dining table and we had many happy memories. We've cried, we've laughed, we've had everything. So yeah, it's nice, it's really nice. One Christmas tree incoming. I won't have it be said that we have too many Christmas decorations. I mean, we do, we absolutely do, but 'tis the season. I don't know why, but I get really sentimental whenever I look through the Christmas decorations, because it reminds me of times when, I just don't know, I feel like I've been feeling quite emotional recently, and like just looking back to happy memories, and not in a sad way, but like in an enjoying way. Like, I remember when we bought these mugs, me and Zara went and got them, and yeah, like, I think we got these, yeah, we got this off on King's Road, and we were just having a lovely little winter walk through Chelsea. This was a couple of years ago now. I remember the first time we went to Garson's farm and I picked this up. I was actually with my mum. We went pumpkin picking, but they had some Christmas decorations in, so I got this. So this is like 6 years old now, maybe? Like, I've been buying Christmas decorations since I moved to London, so that's 2016. So we've got nearly 10 years worth of decorations here. And I am actually going to the car boot with you, and tomorrow we're going to be selling again. So I feel like I can have a good sort through now and pop some stuff to sell there. And of course it'll all be going to charity as well again. So that's a really good way to kind of like have a clear out, you know? So thankful to our past selves for actually putting everything away very orderly, very strategically. I mean, this is a joy to unpack. It's brilliant. I'm so pleased. I feel like we've got everything where we need to be, everything's labelled. So that's good. So I'm gonna get out everything that we do need for that tree, and then yeah, we should be good to go. I feel like this tree is still going very strong. Considering it's 5 years old now, it definitely does lose a couple of branches every year, but I feel like every year it adds more and more character. I'm just gonna get the tree and the lights on, and then Zara is gonna come back and we're gonna decorate it together, because I feel like the tree and the lights are the boring part. Okay, the tree is up. She's still going strong. She looks quite thin and bare at the moment, but I feel like when the lights are on and the decorations are on, she's gorgeous. So yeah, very happy with that. I have these hurricane jars that I'm actually going to give a quick wash, because I've got all of this lovely potpourri that I feel like could be quite nice to have a little tablescape here. Maybe just this one actually, just in the center, just to fill it up. I feel like that could look quite nice. So yeah, I'm going to take these candles out, and they're definitely usable. And yeah, give them a little wash and a little fill. So I've just cleaned out the hurricane jar, and I have got some of this, which is White Company Winter. It's such a lovely fragrance. All I use this in art diffusers. So I'm going to add the potpourri in here with a couple of drops of this, and I feel like it'll just make the kitchen smell so nice. I feel like the likelihood of me getting this whole way finished this side of the year is looking less and less likely as the days go on, and I was going to hold off putting a garland on the banister, because I thought that if I'm going to be stripping the banister, it didn't make sense. However, like I say, I really don't think I'm going to be able to find time to do that this side of the year, and the carpet isn't getting fitted until next year. That's been confirmed. So on with the garland we go. Again, not going to be decorating this, I'm just going to put it on. I've had this garland since I lived in my uni house. So we're talking 2017? It's 2025, 5, 6, 8 years, and it's still going strong. It was really, really affordable. And it's great. Like, it doesn't look the most like realistic, but I've seen some garlands now that are really expensive. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I feel like it's, you know, it's cool. And we can just twist it through. Our old uni house used to have like the longest staircase ever. That was in Greenwich. It was an amazing house. I love that home. It was very cold. That was the only downside to it, but beautiful house, Victorian property. Do you know what's so nice about slowly decorating a little bit earlier is that you have time to enjoy it. I feel like me and Zara used to try and get it all done in one day, and it used to be a little bit overwhelming, especially because like there's quite a lot to do. But gradually decorating throughout the year, and you know, maybe just starting with the staircase garland and that's it. Little droplets throughout November for me, just bring in the festive season a little bit earlier. And again, I know some people really hold off till December, but I just feel like December goes so quickly that I want to be able to enjoy the season. And for me, it does start earlier with, you know, like events and jobs and things like that. So it's nice to be able to enjoy some of the Christmas period where you can just slowly decorate and just soak in the process, you know? It has to wait till after Halloween. That's my only rule. I know some people really are in the mood, but no, for me, Christmas starts kind of like early November. Also, that White Company winter oil is spreading through this home so nicely right now, and all I can smell is winter, and it smells amazing. Okay, so I'm just putting up the fireplace garland, and I actually did order for this from Amazon, so there we are, that's a full circle moment right there. But this has done me so well. It's a really good one, and it's thin as well, which is perfect because it kind of like tucks under the television. And I've just intertwined some lights through it. They are wired lights, but we have plugs in either side of the chimney breast, which is perfect, so I can hide this cable. It's slowly starting to get very festive in here, and do you know what? Even if we didn't get a Christmas tree, like just having that on the mantelpiece is so nice. I love it. Honestly, it brings me so much joy. With the little festive foliage arrangement here too, and then the little kitchen Christmas tree just twinkling away. That is perfect timing because I just had a message from the delivery drivers to say they're about 20 minutes away, and Zara's heading back from town, so yeah, we can finish off the tree and see the new dining chairs. And the dining chairs have just arrived. Oh my goodness, there's 4 of them in total. I am so excited. Right, so I'm gonna get these out of the box, and I think I might need to assemble them. Okay, so I have just taken one of them out of the box. Wow, I love them. This is so different from anything that we've gone for before, but I feel like with the slightly modern contemporary take on the table, they just work. They're so lovely. Obviously they're chrome, which do tie in with other elements in the kitchen. I think they are so nice, and they're really comfortable with the curved back and the arm. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. I feel so unbelievably lucky. They feel like a proper grown-up chair. I don't know, like benches obviously are super practical because you can tuck them under the table when you're short on space, but we've always had the space in this kitchen, and I feel like this is like a real nice grown-up dining chair. So I'll link them in the description box if you are interested in them, but I am beyond happy. So I need to unbox the rest of them and then crack on with filming for the photo shoot, which will be happening very soon. I actually couldn't be happier with them. I think they look so lovely. I don't know why, it just feels like a finished space now. And a style of chair that I genuinely don't think I would have gone for, but I just love them. We definitely need a bigger rug. That much is true, but that's just absolutely fine. We can find one in time. It's not a now thing, but I'm just so pleased with how this looks. I genuinely feel like it's just a finished space now. Even with the tree not decorated, I think it just looks lovely. I can't wait for Zara to come home and see what she thinks. I was thinking about putting a pendant light here, getting an electrician to put one in, just to kind of really like centralize the space, but I love the unobstructed view into the kitchen. I just love it. I feel like I will stop banging on about them, but I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. Zara's returned from town, and look, she's bought me a sardine. No, I'm joking. So Zara got me a little baguette, but it looks like a sardine from that side, and then if you flip it the other way, it looks like a baguette. I love that. It was from Soster and Gren. So as I said, this year's tree is food themed.
It also looks like certain genitalia.
Slightly phallic. I'm not gonna lie, that does look slightly phallic, but that's okay. So we're gonna warm some mulled punch. This is from Waitrose. It's alcohol free, which is brilliant. So it tastes like mulled wine, but not wine. And then we're gonna have some of these golden mince pies with limoncello. So I feel like it's gonna be quite festive. I think I want this warmed. Do you want yours warmed?
Punch?
Yeah, I think we should warm, no, definitely warm the punch, but I want to warm a mince pie, and we're gonna put the decorations on the tree. So these mince pies have got limoncello in them. They're the Waitrose #1, and they've got a Good Housekeeping Institute award, so I think they're going to be very good. I love limoncello, so I'm going to heat one up for me and Leon, because Zara's not a massive fan of mulled wine. Sorry, she is a fan of mulled wine. She's not a massive fan of mince pies. Here we go. Let's do 2. So we've just got all of the decorations out that I think we're going to put on the tree this year. So as I did say, we're going for a culinary theme, but we do have some exceptions. We've got some woodland animals, some little nods to London Big Ben. I think we've got a little London post box there. But honestly, these have been a collection. Even this little M for Maggie, so cute. We've got a real mix here, and then these are just filler baubles. We've got like a pizza slice. What else have we got? A couple of Labradors knocking around here. I just love it. This is what Zara's and Christine knitted us. She is a genius. I love it. So yeah, oh my god, who remembers this? The little St. Nick's fried chicks. Beautiful. So yeah, we're gonna put them on the tree.
So once again, my creative direction created this tree. Luke was just here for name purposes.
Nothing. Julie just facilitated it. I think it looks superb. This is my favourite version of it so far.
I like the baguette bit the best.
The baguette is superb.
Everyone give your favourite decoration.
Yeah. I think mine is I think the St. Nick's fried chicks, just because it's so horrendous. What's your favourite?
Maggie's house.
Yeah, Maggie's house is good.
And Leon's is the baguette, because Leon likes bread.
No, the Guinness.
No, I was saying John Lewis sell a Guinness decoration, but it's out of stock. So if you find it in stock in a store, buy it because they're rare.
Can I mention a competitor, Ian Selfridges?
Go on. Yeah, Selfridges.
Selfridges are also selling, I need a minute. Selfridges are selling, what are they selling? Oh, chicken wine.
Oh yeah.
Which is my favourite wine.
What's it, Laville?
I think they've actually just called it chicken wine now.
Chicken wine, yeah.
But they're selling turkey wine as a decoration.
Decoration as a turkey wine.
That is probably the longest way around telling.
Selfridges Christmas wallet is good. I actually feel like I need to do a video there, like walking through, because it's so good. I think I did that like the other year, didn't I?
Yeah, we did it. We just went to Fortnum & Mason and the decorations were a little bit dear. Like
yeah,
one
expensive.
decoration's like £20, £30.
We're gonna have some mulled punch and a mince pie. Right, well, I am going to head into town as much as it is absolutely chucking it down. Josh is celebrating a friend's birthday, so I'm going to pop along and see him and hopefully see some Christmas lights en route. And Zara and Leon are driving back, so yeah, taking Miss Mags, so we're going to have a nice little evening in town. And hopefully I don't get completely wet and rainy, but I probably will, knowing me. It's great. Oh, thank you. Zara made carrot cakes the other day, and these are for me and Ewan. Are you sure?
Yeah.
These are for me and Ewan, so we're gonna have these because we're doing a car boot sale tomorrow, which is gonna be in a separate vlog. So it's gonna be apparently really rainy. So I said I'll pack us a flask of tea, and Zara said, why don't you take 2 cupcakes for you and Ewan? So I will give those.
Such a nice
You're just such a lovely person.
I know.
So I'm gonna give those to Ewan tomorrow. Right, let's head on into town. I've made it to a very wet and rainy central London on a Saturday. I usually try and avoid central London on a Saturday because it is usually very, very busy, and it seems like today is no exception. The rain has not stopped everyone. I have acquired a Vietnamese pancake and a Mr. Josh. We're just having some lovely pho before we go out for drinks because we need to line our stomachs. Why? I know why you do it, but like I usually just rub them together. Why on earth do you feel like you have to do that? Go on.
You don't want to get splinters.
Just a simple little rub, 1, 2, 3, does it? You could create fiction.
I'm a very cautious boy.
You could have fire. So we've just got to the Royal Exchange and they've got their lovely Fortnum & Mason Christmas tree outside. It's so beautiful. They've got little mini baskets on there too. Look at that. Gorgeous. We're going to have a little look in because Josh has never been inside the Royal Exchange. It's very, very nice. And a glass of champagne before we go.
No.
It's just full of very, very lovely... Yeah, of course. You can have a drink inside. It's full of lovely watch shops. I love it in here so much. It is stunning. I don't think I'll ever tire of London just taking my breath away. sorry, are we in New York in a jazz club? I feel like I'm from the 1920s with my hair like this. Good afternoon. So, well, is it good evening? It's 6:30. Half 5? Oh, well, good afternoon. So it's the next day, but the afternoon of the next day. I didn't end my vlog from yesterday because it was quite late by the time we got back, and I've been at the car boot sale today, which you will see in a completely separate video. But I've just finished up setting up the table for my photo shoot. It's gone really well. I feel like it looks so nice and cozy in here. Hello, sir. You pick your moments. I thought you were It looks so good. So I've got my little setup here. And yeah, so happy with how this is turning out. So I've just got some final bits and bobs to come out of the oven. And then yeah, we are done. It feels very festive in here, I'm not gonna lie. The bowl is so extra, but I love it. So I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. I really hope you've enjoyed it and feeling somewhat festive after watching this. But yeah, I will of course link everything in the description box, as well as the Amazon Influencer Program too. Thank you so much for watching. Lots of love to you all, and I'll catch you all very soon in a future video. Take care, bye for now.